Well, good morning. My name is David Kisor, and I used to be the music director here at New Thought Unity. Brian Cashwell, and I'm back today. Brian Cashwell is on a well-deserved vacation, and so we are here to start the day with, start this brand new day with a song called New Day.
Here comes, just like they said it, the only thing constant is change.
And though my head might get it, to my heart it still feels strange as we embrace this feeling of all we've come to be, with hope to hasten the healing. Straight ahead now we can see it's a new day, a new day. Oh, yesterday's done, here comes the sun. It's a new day.
Let go, let spirit guide me. The future is shiny and new.
With good friends here beside you, look at all that you can do. As we ease on down the road, a new sun starts to rise, with love to lighten the load. Right before our eyes is a new day, a new day. Oh, yesterday's done, here comes the sun. It's a new day. Part of me doesn't want to let go of the days that are gone.
But I gotta take the risk, drop all my worries, turn around
and face, gotta face the dawn of a new day, a new day. Oh, yesterday's done, here comes the sun. It's a new day. New day. All right. We're going to start with announcements.
We are. Go, David.
All right. Angel's Wings Retail Shop Summer BOGO Sale?
Buy one, get one.
Oh, I get it. Buy one, get one. Okay, BOGO. It has been extended to July the 30th. All summer clothes and items. Buy one, get one free. Newly donated items this week, so there's new stuff over there right next door. Check out Angel's Wings.
Crossport meets the second and fourth Mondays at 7:30 p.m. in person and via Zoom. Contact Lorraine Watson or the Center for more information.
A Course in Miracles. The next class is Tuesday, July 25th at 6:30 p.m. in person, in person, here at New Thought Unity Center, facilitated by Susan Bartels.
Circle of Light Spirituality Group. Next class is Wednesday, July the 26th. I hear they really get deep in all of this stuff. Co-facilitated by Barb Meyer and David McClanahan. So check that out on Wednesday at 6:30 p.m.
Thursday, July 30th. Hello. There is a field trip to the Underground Freedom Center. Join your NTUC friends and family for a field trip to the Underground Freedom Center. The field trip begins at 1:30 p.m. At the Freedom Center. Tickets are free, but are required for admission, and they can be obtained online at the Freedom Center's website.
August the 6th, there will be a triple header with our guest, Greg Tamblin. Join us for a service at 10:30 and to hear his music and message, and then a brief mystery of God will be his message. After a service, there's a potluck lunch to be held in our Friendship Hall, and be sure to bring a dish to share on that day also. At 1 o'clock p.m., the fun continues in the sanctuary for Greg's comedy concert, a healthy dose of comic relief, and there's going to be a video.
This is called Railroad Bill. Railroad Bill, he was a hard-living man. He used to ride the rails days at a time. And everyone agreed he was the baddest engineer that ever driven down the Santa Fe line. His name was known from the folks back home to the tippy-top of Telegraph Hill. And all the little boys, when they were sneaking cigarettes, used to dream about Railroad Bill. Now one day Bill was walking along and he saw a kitten stuck in a tree. When he saw what's the matter, he ran to get a ladder to set that kitty cat free. Bill said, no, ain't gonna do it. Ain't gonna climb up no tree. This is a stupid, stupid song and no folk singer's gonna make a fool out of me. I said one day Bill was walking along and he saw a kitten stuck in a tree. When he saw what's the matter, he ran to get a ladder to set that kitty cat free. Bill said, no, ain't gonna do it. Ain't gonna do what you said. This is a stupid song, and as far as I'm concerned, that cat can stay there until it's dead. I said, wait a minute, Bill, you can't argue with me, for God's sake, I just made you up. I got the pen in my hand and I want you up in that tree and I want that cat unstuck. And Bill said, no, I hate cats. Ain't gonna climb for no cat. Why don't you have me save some beautiful girl who's tied on a railroad track? I said, maybe there'll be room in the 8th or 9th verse, but right now I want you up in that tree. I'm the writer, man. I got the pen in my hand, and you're supposed to listen to me. He said, you slime ball, why should I listen to you? You should be listening to me instead. I'm a railroad man, and if I was real, I'd separate your face from your head. You ungrateful brute, I cried. You pushed me too far. I gotta show you I can do as I please. So then an earthquake came and it shook the whole terrain and it brought Railroad Bill to his knees. Then a tidal wave broke and everything got soaked and Bill was almost completely washed away. Then a big green monster from the planet Neptune landed and bit Railroad Bill on the leg. I got the pen in my hand. I can do what I want. I'm a bright new young talent on the rise. So get your butt up that tree or I swear you ain't gonna get out of my folk song alive. He said, you don't scare me. You might be funny, but you don't scare me. If you don't leave me alone, I'm gonna tell everyone where you stole this melody. But before he could speak, his tongue fell out. And he could not make a sound. Then he jumped on top of me and he grabbed me by the neck and he pulled me to the ground. Then he hit me in the stomach and he hit me in the face real hard and I think he almost broke my nose. But just then a lightning bolt came out of nowhere and struck him between the eyes. Killed him instantly. The cat came down from the tree. Had a bowl of milk, went to sleep for the night. Railroad Bill is survived by a wife and 3 small children. Dear God, I love to write.
And this is just a reminder that tickets can be purchased in advance through the center, Kimbaloo or newthoughtunitycenter.org. Tickets are $20 each, with 50% of the sale benefiting New Thought Unity Center. Be sure to mark your calendars for August the 6th. We hope to see you there.
Greg Tamlin. arguing with a song that he's writing. That's really, I've never done that, but that's pretty cool. Lighthouse Back to School Supplies. Once again, New Thought Unity Center is partnering with Lighthouse Youth and Family Services to collect school supplies, and all donations must be received by August the 7th, which is, 2 weeks away? All right, at 2:30 p.m. Sheet of approval of approved items is in Friendship Hall.
Our annual summer picnic and pool party is again going to be at Nancy Crace's on August the 13th from noon to 4. Swimming, games, food feast included. Be sure to bring a dish to share. Mystery meat and free entertainment. Come see what that's going to be. Sign-up sheet is in Friendship Hall. Basically, the sign-up sheet so we have some idea of who's bringing what.
Summer concert series at the Gazebo. Last night it was featuring David Kaiser. We had a fantastic time. The summer concert series wraps up featuring the duo Blessing on August the 20th at noon. So be there or be square.
Dinner dance. Boy, there's a lot going on around here. It returns to New Thought Unity Center September the 16th. 5 to 10 in Friendship Hall. DJ Kim will be spinning the tunes. If you are interested in being a member of the planning committee for the dance, then contact Kim Ballou.
July the 30th, 2023 is All Music Sunday because it's the 5th Sunday of the month. Plan on joining us for the musical delights of Brian Cashwell and company.
And please join us downstairs after service in Friendship Hall for coffee, tea, and fellowship, and a light snack. Those are the announcements for the week.
All right. Here's a song for you. Today I give up the hope of a different past. Today I stop blaming who I was and start being who I am. Thank you, Mother. Thank you, Father. My vision's finally clear. I trust you gave all you had to give, and it's time for me to take it from here. Today I wake up, face to the sun, stand still for a moment, there's no place to run. I am alive, I am enough, the dreaming is done. Today I wake up, today I lay down that story I've been telling for so long. Today I clear a space for my soul to sing its pure and simple song. Thank you, heartache. Thank you, pain. My path is finally clear. See, I've decided I don't need to cling to you again. It's time for me to take it from here. Today I wake up, face to the sun, stand still for a moment, there's no place to run. I am alive, I am enough, the dreaming is done. Today I wake up. Go, Pat. Thank you, thank you. All right. Well, good morning and welcome. I'm so happy to be here. We did have a great time last night, the people that were here, and we had a good concert out, and it was perfect weather, and it was great. It's just great to be back at New Thought Unity Center today. We have an affirmation today, and it's pretty simple. I am forever young. Let's all repeat that together. I am forever young. And let's take that thought into prayer. Sweet Spirit that lives and breathes in each one of us, thank you for life, for this moment, for this time that we can have together. And bless us that we will find some healing, comfort in coming together as a congregation, as a family. And we might find in the songs and in the words that are sung and spoken today, in the meditation time that we have, some healing, some renewal, some connection to a part of ourselves that has never changed since the beginning of time, since the beginning of our lives. There is a place where the innocence remains. No matter what has happened or where we've been, all of these things can lead us to this healing. And bless us today that we might embrace this affirmation that no matter how old we are, there's something to learn. That beginner's mind is always with us. And we can find that beautiful playfulness, the healing, the meaning of this beautiful life, where we have our ups and downs, our sadness, our sorrow, our healing, our joy. Bring us to that place and let us experience this together, we pray. Amen. And now it's time to stand up and sing together. I hold, no,
Not
it's
yet.
not.
We've inserted something since
What?
you've gone.
Okay, wait.
We're going to say the prayer for protection at this point. No, you can stand
You
up
can
for
stand
it.
if
It's
you'd like,
okay.
because you're going to be up anyway in a minute.
In a minute. The prayer for protection is, the light of God surrounds me. The love of God enfolds me. The power of God protects me. The presence of God watches over me. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well.
1, 2, 3.
Please join us in singing I Hold the Power.
I hold the power. I hold the dream. In this shining hour, I feel the richness in me. Every shower adds to the stream. I hold the power and the dream.
Again.
I hold the power. I hold the dream. In this shining hour, I feel the richness in me. Every shower adds to the stream. I hold the power and the dream.
All right, Althea first, us next. Here we go.
I hold the power.
I hold the power.
I hold the dream.
I hold the dream.
I hold the power.
I hold the power.
I hold the dream.
I hold the dream.
I hold the power.
I hold the power.
I hold the dream.
I hold the dream.
I hold the power.
I hold the power.
I hold the dream.
I hold the dream.
I hold
the time where we greet each other with a handshake or a hug and say good morning to our spiritual family. Want to welcome everyone that's out on the interweb. Anyone that's there listening in with us this morning, please let us know who you are and what's going on in your world.
Now that gentleman right there and that lady, I don't want to see them because they've been here for years.
One, two, three.
Woo! I feel a good vibration, healing and transformation all through this congregation. Must be unity. The experience is our mission. Universal wholeness is our vision. I am who I am. It's my decision. Must be, must be, must be unity. N-T-U-C unity. Yeah.
We can continue this fellowship after the service down in Friendship Hall, but if you would, for now, have a seat and say with me our mission and vision statements. Our mission statement is, in God, we are an inclusive, abundant community, experiencing love, transforming lives, and serving others. And our vision statement is, we celebrate a world of harmony and oneness, a place of loving stewardship, sacred connections, and pure joy, where all are welcome with honor and respect. And what we'd like you to know about New Thought Unity Center more than anything is that wherever you are on your spiritual path, whoever you are, wherever you've been, whoever you love and however you identify, you are welcome here, and we are grateful that you've chosen to be with us this morning. If this is your first time with us, there is in the back corner a newcomer's table, and on it there are packets of information about the center and a gift for you. So please stop by after service, and Regina will be back there, and she can answer any questions you may have about the center. So again, thank you so much for being with us this morning. Now it's time for meditation.
Silence is perfect music. Stillness is perfect motion. The end is the beginning, is the end. Silence is perfect language. Stillness is perfect dancing. The perfect dancer. The spirit dancer. The only answer lies Stillness is perfect dancing. The perfect answers. The Spirit's answer. The only answer lies within.
Take a deep breath and go within a little deeper, closing your outer eyes and seeing through your mind's eyes, turning on your listening ears so you can hear the perfect answer as it is revealed to you. Peace, be still. Today is a day like no other day. Today is a new day with new beginnings, new opportunities, and new blessings, and new lessons to learn. Listen. Listen like you've never listened before. Grace, ease, mercy, love. Answers are being revealed. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but when you hear them, you'll know it's the perfect answer to whatever the question or whatever the situation. It's the divine and perfect outcome. It's the opportunity to grow spiritually as you say, yes, I hear you. Thank you. Thank you for the message. Thank you that I am learning as I am growing spiritually. Just take another deep breath and release as we go deeper into the silence. And as we prepare to come back to this now moment, take another gentle breath and release with a soft ah. In this time together in the silence, we know what we know, and maybe we know something that we didn't know before. Answers are being revealed. The truth sets us all free. So be at peace. Be an expression of love as you go out throughout this day today. Silence is perfect music for you today and every day. And so it is.
Silence is perfect music. Stillness is perfect motion. The end is the beginning.
It's for my children when they were babies. Sometimes at night, as I watch you sleeping, wonder if I'm really keeping all the words that I've been speaking. Do I live the things I say? Although I know I make mistakes, promise I'll do what it takes to walk beside you all along the way. I confess I don't always know what's always best to help you grow, but with a heart full of love in control, it's gonna be okay. We'll share the laughter, shed some tears, promise through the passing years I'll walk beside you all along the way. And as you dream, I feel a sweet release, as if every missing puzzle piece will someday find its place with ease, all part of the whole. And as the light falls on your perfect face, I feel covered over with love and grace, cozy in that forever place you traced on my soul. I kiss your cheek, and as I'm turning, I realize it's me that's learning, as my love for you inside is burning every doubt and fear away, till it's clear it's been you that's teaching. My promise is I'll keep reaching to walk beside you all along the way. All right, let's see. How do I get to the other side of the stage? I was playing the piano, and now I'm going to have the opportunity. Now, I just feel so blessed and so humbled to be able to share my music last night and share music today and share a little message with you today. 4 years, Divinity. 4 years. Can anybody remember when you were 4 years old? Most of us can't, believe it or not. We think we can, but that was just when this reason starts to enter the mind. And I want to start by reciting a poem by Christopher Marlowe called To a Child. The greatest poem ever known is one all poets have outgrown. The poetry innate, untold, of being only 4 years old. Still young enough to be a part of nature's great impulsive heart, born comrade of bird, beast, and tree, yet unself-conscious as the bee. and with lovely reason skilled, each day new paradise to build, elate explorer of each sense, without dismay, without pretense. In your unstained, transparent eyes, there is no conscience, no surprise. Life's queer conundrums you still accept, your strange divinity still kept. Being that now absorbs you all, harmonious unit integral, will shred into perplexing bits. O contradiction of the wits. And life that sets all things in rhyme may make you poet too in time. But there were days, so tender elf, when you were poetry itself. 4 years old. See, we haven't got, at 4 years old, I was just with my granddaughter, Margot, 3 years old. And but at 4, it's wide open. And that's how I used to spend my days. The first thing in the morning, I'd go in and sing with the 4-year-olds, with the preschoolers. And that wonderful, wonderful, well, that divinity that's there. But you know, it's not complete yet. That beautiful, imaginary, fantastic world that they live in, they haven't quite differentiated themselves as individuals. That happens. That's what he says in the poem, shreds into perplexing bits. Do we ever get perplexed? How many times a day, right? And so that reason as we come. But there's a problem, and I'm actually going to contradict this poem just a little bit, and even the song that I sang to our children, because yes, the children lead us into knowing. Anyone that's ever been a parent is still a parent, obviously, but how much do we learn from our children, learning about being a human being? But here's these children, and they're what we call pre-personal or pre-rational. And I'll talk a little bit in terms, there's this wonderful concept from Ken Wilber. I don't know if anybody knows any of his writings, but the guy was really smart, okay? So we're pre-personal, pre-rational when we're children, and then this beautiful, transparent, non-judgmental world. Then we come into our rational mind. We become human beings. And there's a lot of benefits to that, because we can parse things out and we can say, oh, this is this and this is this, and I want to be an architect instead of a musician, or I want to do this and that. And our mind takes this whole, this integral whole, and takes it into little bits and pieces, and we learn our alphabet and our numbers, and then we get frustrated because the group we want to be with, we can't be with, and this person won't be my friend, and mom and dad are really screwed up. I didn't know it when I was 4, but now I know it. And how am I going to get through this mess? And so on and so forth, right? And then the rational mind comes to a point where we say, well, there's things that I can do to take care of myself. And I don't have to be flailed about with these winds of change. I can make a plan. I can do something. I can become disciplined. One of my favorite lines of all is Gabriel Roth. Are you disciplined enough to be a free spirit? That's the difference between the child and someone who's gone through the rational mind and reason and becomes what we call transpersonal and trans-rational. That's where we are. That's where we take this pursuing a spiritual life seriously. And there's a problem with, let me talk about history. And Freud came up with modern psychology, and Jung was right along with him until they had a falling out. And Ken Wilber calls this the pre-trans fallacy. Okay? Because here's what Jung said. He dismissed all of the he thought rational mind, no, not Jung, but Freud. Freud thought the rational mind was the pinnacle of human achievement. If it wasn't rational, then it's mumbo jumbo. It's woo-woo stuff. No, the rational mind is where we are, and the rational mind will figure it out, and we can. But you'll have to come and talk to me in lots of sessions. And I'm not debasing or dissing therapy as well. We've all been there, and well, not all of us, but and benefit from it. But the rational mind, and so anything that you do in spiritual pursuit after you've finally gotten reason, it's like going back to being a child. And that prevailing thought has prevailed up through until about the 60s, when we said, no, it's all one thing, peach love, we're going to come together, which goes to the second thing of, instead of dismissing the pre-rational thought, us hippies who were alive in the 60s and 70s were just like, no, it's all love, and it's beautiful, and it's all just fine. And see, that just elevates this pre-rational idea up into a whatever, we just do whatever, God's going to work it out. It's all in God's plan. Well, guess what? We're part of God's plan, and we have a rational mind. So it's not all okay if I can do something about it. Does that make sense? Now, if you're really on the spiritual path, you can't just give it all to God and just let it lay there. That's not why we're here. We are here to use both that wonderful, fantastic, amazing child mind of a 4-year-old with the things that we've learned in reason and rationality and build to the next level. You don't dismiss this or dismiss that. You take both of them and build upon it. Does that make sense? To take responsibility, I have to take responsibility of my spiritual growth. It's not going to happen by itself because God gave me the means, the power, and the dream. What's the power? That's our rational mind. What's the dream? That's the child that imagines anything and everything. Put those two things together, and we come together as a community, and that's where we are. Thanks. Lee wants me to come back and live here again. You know something? I'm still home based in Cincinnati, but I've been spending a lot of time on the West Coast because I have a wonderful relation. Not the West Coast, in Washington State, Spokane, Washington is like near Idaho, and so beautiful, wonderful. I think I brought the weather back with me last night, which was great, and so we have that. Yes, so yes, we follow the children. We look to the children, but with a mind that can discern what it is that I need to do to become more spiritual. Now, just because I think it in my mind, if I think it, I can do it. We talk about mind stuff, but guess what? That's not all of who I am. I am a mind. I have a mind, but guess what? I have emotions and I have a body. And those things have different thicknesses, if you will. The mind is kind of airy, and how quick can you change your mind? Pretty quick, right? You get, Beth, I can change my mind. How quick can you change your emotions? Not as quick. If the mind is air, then the emotions are water. If I'm mad, something got me there, and I'll probably go to be there for a minute. I just can't change it that quick. How quick can you change your body? I'm going to lose 10 pounds in the next half a second, or I'm going to gain 10, or I'm going to do. You know what? I'm going to cure this ailment in my body in the next day. If anyone has fought cancer or anything like that and come through, you know it's a long time. And it's not just your mind, but it's mostly your mind and your emotion and that happiness. But your body comes along the slowest because it's just the thickest energy. Head, heart, hands. Your mental power, your emotional power, your body power. So, these things that I want to do with my life, this wonderful spiritual journey that I'm on, it's going to take some time. It's going to take more than a week. It's going to take more than a month. It might take 4 years. There's a lot of things that take 4 years. We get a 4-year college degree. We get all kinds of 4 years old. It takes 4 years from that helpless infant that needs all of our love and care to get that 4-year-old thing that we were talking about in the poem. And so it takes us time to do these things. So I'm just here to remind you that it all just doesn't take care of itself. And actually it does. But guess who's part of that equation? I am. I take responsibility for who I am. And here's an interesting thing, too, on this spiritual journey. I've found that it all doesn't become rainbows and unicorns and found parking places. All the problems, all the troubles are still there. I had a friend pass, have you had a death, an unexpected thing that happens? All of this, something, you're fired. All of a sudden you find out that your partner has been doing things that you don't know about. And the relationship is on the rocks. Things don't get easier. This, what we try to talk about as like the negative spectrum of things that might happen to me. It gets deeper. If you're getting more spiritual, guess what? You're going to have more challenges, and they're going to be deeper because you signed up for that. If you're sitting here, you signed up for that. So are we going to take that seriously? We're going to broaden. See, life doesn't get easier or harder, just my capacity to take this side of the equation and this side of the equation gets bigger and fuller. So, in the last few minutes, I want to take that childlike playfulness and this reason that we've had and go and just do a little experiment, just a little playful thing with energy. Now, our bodies emit energy, that they have like things that can see all of the energy that's coming along. There's energy in your hands. Everybody cup your hands. We're just going to do it together. And I want you to feel energy in your hands. Now, and here's the part where we go trans-rational, okay? So feel a little ball of energy forming in both of your hands. You get one in your left hand and one in your right hand. It is a positive, playful little ball of energy. Can you just bounce it in your hands a little bit? Can you feel the energy? All right, and you have to use your spiritual imagination here. All right, so start playing with your balls of energy a little bit. Make them bounce up. Can you visualize, does it have a heat or a coldness? Or does it have all right, bounce one ball to the other hand. Now it's got two. All right, take your hands and let's put your ball together and just make a ball. Ball of energy. Feel it? Woo. All right, grab a hold and stretch it out. Let it bounce back. All right, make a sound with your mouth when it stretches back. Now stretch it out. And bounce it back. All right, close your eyes for a minute and feel your ball of energy and start just doing it any way that you want. Do a little something with it. Can you make it get really big? Really small? All right, open your eyes again. Let's stretch it out and do a boink back. Ready to stretch it out. Boink. All right, now look around the room. Get your ball. Keep your ball. You're going to throw your ball to somebody else. You got to make eye contact. You got to make eye contact. And go. Let's play with the balls. All right, everybody get your balls. Everybody get your ball and look at me. All right, everybody going to throw the ball of energy right at me. Ready, go. All right, I got all the balls. I got all the balls. Ready? I'm going to throw them back at you. Ready? Take your ball of energy. Take your ball of energy. Take your ball of energy. And we're going to put it into our hearts. Just put it into your heart. All that energy, all that playful energy that you just had. Put it into your heart. It is a new day. Today I wake up. I hold the power in the dream. I'm going to walk with my inner child, with all the people around me, every step of the way. Thank you. Let's have the band on stage. All right, let's do a little holy ground. That's where we stand once we integrate all of these things that we talked about today. 1, 2, 3, and go.
Holy ground. Holy ground.
You don't have to climb to the mountaintop or swim to the bottom of the sea. If you're looking for
Holy ground.
to stand on, it's as close as it can be. Yeah, it's right here when you walk your talk. There's a blackboard, get out some chalk and write it down, so it's etched in your memory.
Holy, holy ground.
It's the high ground, low ground. Everywhere you go, I say the fast lane, the slow lane. Don't you know it's all holy ground? Holy ground. When you walk in the light of love, every place you put your foot down becomes holy ground. You don't have to change what you're doing, just see it in a different way. Oh yeah, you search for holy ground to stand on, comes to an end today. Yeah, it's easy as breathing, don't make it hard. Treasure you seek is in your own backyard. Next time someone asks you, open your mouth and say,
Holy, holy ground.
oh, it's a high ground, low ground. Everywhere you go, I say the fast lane, the slow lane. Don't you know it's all holy ground? Holy ground. When you walk in the light of love, every place you put your foot down becomes holy ground. The butcher and the baker and the undertaker, man who fetches and the girl who washes dishes, doctors, lawyers, 9-to-5ers, wealthy people, soul survivors, every woman, child, and man, right where you stand, it's all holy ground, holy ground. When you walk in the light of love, every place you put your foot down becomes holy. let's keep walking. Everybody, one foot in front of the other. We're going, holy ground. I say the high ground, low ground, all the ground in between. It's all holy ground. Giant steps, baby steps, all your steps are stepping on holy ground. Everybody here, everybody there, everywhere, we're on holy ground. Woo!
Amen. Holy ground. Please be seated. It's that time in our service where we take our tithes and our offering in our hands and we say our offertory blessing together. So would you please join me in saying our offertory blessing together? Divine love, moving in and through me, blesses and multiplies all that I give and all that I receive. And if you're a consistent giver, please remember to place your consistent giving card in the basket. Whether you're giving online, don't forget to push the donate button, or you can use our credit card machine in the back, and we'll even accept snail mail. So Pony Express, however you want to get it to us, it's all welcome. Also, our chaplains today are Merlin and myself, and we'll be here at the prayer shawl to pray with you after service. We hold sacred space before, during, and after service. And we have chaplains online that also hold sacred space with us. And if you have a prayer request, you don't want to pray with a chaplain today, you can fill out a prayer request card and place it in the prayer box in the back, and there's also, can be found downstairs. And we also give out chaplain hugs, which is another way of communicating and saying, namaste. We behold the Christ within you. So, Alice.
We have some messages from our online viewers. Teresa and Joe say, good morning, everyone, sending love from Rockford, Illinois. Tom Hale says, beautiful Sunday morning from Hamilton, Ohio, love and hugs. Denny Krause says, good morning from Wyoming, delighted to peek in on the service. Kathy Nolan says, good morning, beautiful people, joining from Price Hill today. So thank you for being online as well.
So please go to your heart space as we bless these gifts, knowing that they're given with the spirit of love, and we accept and appreciate everything that's in this basket. It grows our center, it pays our bills, and it helps us to stay open so you can come again and again and again. So we ask the blessings upon these gifts and thank God for the works that they do. And so it is. Amen.
We want to thank everybody who was instrumental in putting this service together, all the people back in the tech booth, Terry and Sky and Susan. I want to thank David for being here. Wonderful to see you again. To all the musicians, Michael and Randy and Peg hiding behind the piano here. And to Althea.
And to Alice.
And thank you for
And
being
to you
here
all,
this morning as well. Now we're going to say our
Affirmative. Alignment prayer.
prayer of alignment.
The prayer of alignment, yes.
And sing our closing song.
Please
So
stand.
if you would like to
the
join
room.
hands around the center.
Maybe we can make a full circle or a quarter circle. 3/4 of a circle. A circle,
Stretch it
perfect.
out. Come on, you can do it. I see some long arms here.
A horseshoe? We got a horseshoe? Stretch, stretch.
All right. Our prayer of alignment is, we
We
are
are
light.
light.
We
We
illuminate the world. We are love. We love unconditionally. We are power. We are the divine in action. We are presence. We are awake to our divine identity.
And so it is. Now let's sing our peace song.
each other in perfect harmony. Let these begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my song of love. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me.
See you downstairs.
2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, it's holy ground. You see the big steps, the little steps, all the steps we take all around. Got holy ground. I say Alice is standing, Althea is standing, Randy is drumming on holy ground, and we play it and we beat it and we say, holy